All right, we're gonna be watching Saness, who's playing Zenyatta. This is Gold 5. I think it's on PC on Eichenwalde. Gold 5 Zen is struggling to make plays against flankers. I try to stay alive and deal consistent damage, but then I get shut down by Sombra and Genji. It's really hard to survive against them. I tried playing behind cover, but they get me anyway. I tried my best to stay alive and do consistent damage, but ended up getting consistently rolled by their Genji. Please help. So for starters, there is no Sombra in this game. there's only Genji, and so we're going to be analyzing the Zen versus Genji matchup. And so I'm actually not going to do a full review of your gameplay. There's a lot of other stuff that you need to work on, but just in the interest of time, I'm not going to talk about that stuff at all. I'm only going to talk about every single one of your deaths and specifically whether or not it was related to the Genji / what you should have done differently. So for starters, let's roll the clip at 4:15. So you've held the point for about 3.5 minutes now, which is really, really good. And then Genji's coming in right now. So he's on the flank, and you're choosing to fight this duel. For the record, this is way too close to the Genji. You basically do not want to be this close against the full health Genji, especially a Genji who has cover. You're going to charge volley here, which is a really bad habit to do against Genji because he can deflect. He can hear it, the volley, by the way. He can hear you charging the volley, which makes it very easy for him to deal with. He pops deflect, and then you get poked down. You're at 146 right now. You get grenaded, and then you die. So this is what's called frontlining, which is where you are playing in front of your tank. You should not be the focus of attention. If I'm the Rhine here, I don't want you to ever be in front of me. Basically, never, ever, ever do I want you to be in front of me. 99.9% of the time, this is a mistake. You should have been playing here. And it might not seem like a big difference. It's a big difference. Because the fact that you're so close allows the Genji to get that initial right click on you, which gets you low by about 50 health, right? And then because you're still playing so close, it's an easy nade here, which gets you. If you were here, you never get hit by this nade. And once you get hit by the nade, you're dead. There's nothing you can do now. I would also add that you are 1% away from trance, and if you were just slightly better at spamming, you would have trance right now to blade and save this fight. Because that's your job, right? As Zen against Genji, it's your job to translate like all of his blades. So you could have just mechanically been better. I mean, again, I'm not going to be reviewing all your gameplay, but the short answer is that you just need to spam more of left click and less charging volleys, which reduces your DPS by half. Literally one orb hit would have gotten you trance right now, and then you could both stay alive and save your team. All right, so let's watch 5:31. So you're out here defending second point. This is generally like a good distance to be playing. That's fine. You hit the end of the head, great spam. Okay, so right here, you see how your screen goes purple? That means that you're discorded. Okay, when you're discorded, you have to play differently. You have to play safer because it increases damage, incoming damage by like 30%, and so you can die a lot faster than you expect. You still stay out here despite Discord. I think that at this point, I would be playing very tight to the corner if I'm going to be doing this at all, right? Or just chilling here for a second for Discord to expire, because I want my tank to get discorded, not me. I don't want the Ana and the Zen shooting at me right now when I could die instantly. You decide not to respect the Discord. You take a shot to the head, that's 120 damage. Now, look at the Genji, okay? You see the Genji on top right of your screen? You actually knew the Genji was here earlier, because if you watch, your D.Va goes up top right, you hear / see your D.Va fighting the Genji. Okay, you see your Genji's up there, he's being bubbled. You just totally ignore the Genji. Like you're tunnel vision right now. You're not registering, hey, there is a Genji up here who might be a problem and is at full health. Okay? The Genji sees that you take the Discord, right, and take the headshot, and then just goes in and instantly kills you. This should not happen. Okay? You get discorded, chill, right? Just go back and chill. Help with the Genji or whatever, right? This Genji is too close. It doesn't matter that it's a Genji, right? Don't think that it's like, oh, the Genji killed me. Anybody could kill you right now. An Ashe, a Cassidy, a soldier instantly kills you when you're at 80 health. It doesn't matter. Like, Cassidy from here would one-tap you without even needing to get close to you, right? Discord at 80 health, you're just going to die instantly. So you need to A, play differently around Discord. B, if you get headshot, make sure you're very close to cover. C, don't allow a Genji to stay open here on your flank, okay? If in a one-on-one, if the Genji has to cross the gap to you, like let's say you're playing right here, the Genji is not necessarily favored to win. I'd say it's only about 50-50, if that, for the Genji to actually kill you if he cannot reach you with dash. If you stay within one dash range of Genji, he can instantly kill you, right? Dash does 50 damage. His right click, if all three hit, no headshot, is 81 damage. That's 131, and then melee is another 30, so that's 161. So that's without headshot even. So if you are within dash distance of a Genji, he will one-tap you. Right? Nearly one-tap you as long as anyone has done any poke damage to you. Okay? And that's not assuming headshot. So a very consistent kill that will happen to Genjis as you get higher and higher ranks. So as a general rule for Zen, stay out of one dash range. This is one dash range. You see how he hits you? That's the edge of his range. If you are farther than that, you're good. And especially since you're discorded, and especially since you knew the Zen and Ana were shooting at you, you really cannot play that close. Alright, next one. 5:56. So watching right here, you're going to come out, and you're going to trance way too early. Right? You see there's only 2 of you right now? You could have bought a few more seconds for your team to get up. But instead, you're stalled here, everyone is going to follow you back in, right? And then you're going to die in this room because you're going to get grabbed, and then fight's over, right? But you see how long the card still has? Like, you could have waited a lot longer to come out with that trance and given your team at least some chance at winning versus 0 chance at winning. Now, 12 minutes. So right now, you just capped first point, great. You're gonna try to get some picks. You start getting beamed by the turrets. You completely ignore the turrets. You go out here, you attack, and the turrets are gonna kill you. I don't know what to say here. Right? The turrets just kill you. There's nothing to do with Genji. That's just sloppy on your side. Not that doesn't really matter that much though, because you just capped the point anyway. All right, so 12:55. So you're coming out right now, trying to force this point. Genji's gonna pop Blade here, and then your whole team is gonna die. Right. Right, dashes through, pops Blade, everyone dies. Well, what could you have done about this? Well, you could have had trance, but you're only 57% the trance. I mean, how would you fire another 43% besides, not dying to the turret? Well, let's go back and look at when your last trance was, which is 11:30. So it's when you're pushing first point right now, and you see that your team is going to get grabbed, and then you trance right here. But let's look at this trance, okay? Specifically, let's look at your team. So everyone's grabbed in. Does it look like they need trance right now? Everyone is full health, and the Rhine shield is still up, and they're fairly close to the corner, right? And your Mercy's already Valking. Like, I don't think you need trance right now at all. Trancing right now is a mistake. You wasted this trance. You see, like, grab even ends, and they're all still basically full health, right? And the Zarya fed by running into your team. This is a complete waste of a trance, which means that you die later for not having trance available. All right, 14:06. Okay, so watching over here, you're gonna duel this Genji 1-on-1, which I think again is like a relatively even fight, and then you trance. Okay, you get him low, you do all the hard work, right? He is one tappable. Just a melee kills him right now, right? You see, he's like 24 health or whatever. Why are you trancing right now? There's no way this Genji could kill you. He even missed his dash. It's literally impossible for this Genji to kill you. He'd have to do right click, right? Melee. And at least one of those shurikens without the headshot for you to die right now. This is a complete waste of trance. This is not like, oh, Genji's forcing out my trance. Like, you just tranced here for no reason. I'm sure if I was Genji here, I'd be thrilled. I'd be like, okay, cool. That's a massive misplay on your side. So, 15:38. So, Genji's going to be going this left flank. You do this thing that I mentioned you do all game long, which is, hey, there's Genji there, you're going to charge the volley, and then you're going to release it in his face. He deflects, drops you to 23 health, and then what are you going to do right now? He just walks forward and kills you. There's nothing you can do. You have to stop charging volleys against Genjis. Okay? Unless you already see them use deflect, do not charge volleys against Genjis. It is a terrible habit to have, and you get sort of punished for it all day because he actually gets some damage into you or your teammates, but this is the first time that he straight up just kills you with deflect. And then your second to last death, because your last death is irrelevant, like there's really nothing you could have done differently. 17:18. So Genji's here, you start the duel, right? He dashes in, great. So I know he doesn't have duel, right? He might have deflect. I don't know if you've seen him use deflect. Okay, he has no deflect and he has no dash. So this is just a straight fight, right? One-on-one, how good are your mechanics? So you lose track of him completely. Let me actually play this in half speed. So Genji's here, once again, charging attacks. You discord. Right, you missed the volley, fine. Right, you missed the kick. You should have kicked him right there. You look to the side. You miss him again, right? You miss him again with the kick. You miss both the attack and the kick. I think you missed that kick as well. You missed that attack. And then you just die, right? I think you miss almost every single attack except for one, including melees and your actual orb attack. You're maybe like 1 for 9 here. This can't happen, right? Just from like a pure, Zenyatta's a DPS in disguise, right? This is a straight up regular DPS duel. You can't miss that melee, right? You can't do this where you snap to the side. Then you have an opportunity to kick him away and then get some space so you can aim. You miss that kick, then you miss all these attacks, then you miss that kick again, then you miss another attack, then you miss another kick, and then you die. Yeah, if you miss every attack, you're gonna die. So, as a quick tip, how would I do this differently is he comes in right now, I step forward, kick him back, then I step backwards. because one of the biggest things about Genji is that he has double jump. So you should not allow the Genji to double jump over your head, which makes it much harder for you to attack. If you kick him backwards, then step back, it gives you space to keep him on your screen. Right? So that's like the single biggest tip I would give you in this situation, other than obviously having better aim and understanding the distance of your melee. But that would be the number one tip here, because this is a very winnable matchup, right? He doesn't have deflect. You already use dash, right? You still have plenty of health. He misses plenty of attacks on you. Like, it's not like you die quickly. You have lots and you're getting pocketed by the Mercy right now. Like, you gotta win that one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop there. Hopefully that's helpful.